Hi guys, Chox here and welcome back to the garden. We have some updates to do on those spices we planted from the kitchen. Also, we're going to take a quick tour of the fairy garden with the dog. We've got the mascot, of course, always. Okay, so here are the spices from the kitchen that we've planted. And the dill packet right there has gone nuts. See that? That's awesome. The birds are being really loud today too. Also, that might be little mustard sprouts there. This is the whole mustard. These flags are working out even though they've gotten wet. The tomato isn't doing anything. The parsley packet looks like it has a couple of sprouts coming up in there. And the whole coriander, it looks like it's getting some true leaves on it. Look at that, it's definitely looking like cilantro. Ha 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 ha, we have a sprout from the kitchen. Now in this one, check this out. Those are off the head, that cone that I just planted in their hole. So I planted it so the seeds could come upwards, and they're coming out. That's about it for the spices in the kitchen update. Let's move on to the Pier Garden. It's called a Pier Garden because it looks like a pier right here, and it's just how we talk about it. I did dump a whole bunch of dill seeds in here. I dumped some chamomile in here. But I'd love to have some dandelions in here. I would love to have some dill up in here and some chamomile. Look how dark these peonies are. Now, I'm not a huge fan of them, but they're all over my yard, so that beauty. But look at, that's going to be a beautiful type of lily. This one looks like it's going to be beautiful and orange. I love orange lilies. So yeah, I took the peonies out of here and moved them to the other side of the yard. There's the one peony over there. There's the other one over there. That is something different. Very curious. I have no idea what that is. Anyone? Anyone? Let me know in the comments. Alright, let's go to the fairy garden. Okay, so here's a funny one. I'm walking over to show you these other lilies, and I've got sunflowers growing in the middle of my yard. That is so awesome. That is so awesome. I had a jar of them sitting here and the birds knocked them over, and now they're growing in my yard. These ones are looking pretty. I think they're going to be yellow, but we'll have to come back, have a look, see what happens. Okay, and here is the beginning of the fairy garden. Let's go around the circle. That columbine is huge. Little fairy still in there. I just need to trim them back. They're getting so heavy. We had a really hard rain too. Little fairy there. Got the hen and chicks there. Oh, there's the fairy swing. The apple branch has grown out nicely. And would you believe how tall these sunflowers are? That Virginia creeper is really pulling out. I'm going to trim that back so it's not all crazy. But there's birds having a good time in there. There's butterflies. There's a hummingbird that comes around in the evening. Maybe I shouldn't cut those pods off because it hangs out around those columbine. Okay, look it up. Remember how tall that stone is that I had standing up in here, that I still have standing up in here, that you can't see now because of the sunflowers? It looks like some of these sunflowers are starting to get their flower formations. I am so excited. Remember I told you I threw sunflowers up in there to see if anything would grow? I've got nothing yet. This, I think, is starting to look like a beautiful elephant head. You see kind of like the trunk coming down there, and its little ear there, and its other ear there. And then I saw this thing with beach balls, making eyeballs and putting it in a tree. I'm like, hey, I can make elephant eyes and then just whip the trunk around to make it come out, because it's going to have to be trimmed and kept neat because it was a... So that is the sunflower segment. It is gorgeous. And then this other section here is just kind of randomed. I put a lily in there. I've got some weeds that need pulling. I have this beautiful soft patch of yarrow. I'd love for this to take over the whole front end here. I've got some beautiful dandelions in here as well. This is right under the green then. There he is, all hidden by apple tree. And a little fairy swing in there. JT's got some stuff going on with these apples. So it's going to be exciting to watch and learn about. This is where the tulips were. I need to find something that I can put in here that's going to bloom after the tulips, because I need to get them out of there. They're looking pretty hurting. And then this is the other one. I just kind of randomly tried planting seeds in here as well, and nothing is really grown. But I have this little thing in here. Anybody know what that is? I'm very curious. It's very pretty. It's going to bloom there. Back into the fairy swing, because apparently that's how it wants to sit. Well, let's finish up today's garden tour with this poor peony. This is the second round of blooms. I took a whole bunch of weight off of it and clipped it right back, because I read online you're supposed to do that. And it's done this. So now that it's bloomed again, I think I need to trim it again, and hopefully we'll have, I don't know, a nice lush bush. Alright you guys, I'm Chox. Thanks so much for hanging out in the gardens with me today. I will give you an update as soon as I see something else going on. And get outside, have fun, go play in the dirt in the garden, because it's good for us. Alright, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Okay, bye.